Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy Zeth33, welcoming you to another episode of TFT Time, and today we're just looking to... Ooh, go killer. I don't know what we've got. We've got a Brom. Okay, so that's a good, distraction tool, I guess. But today we're just looking to have some fun, play some ranked and win, hopefully. We want to finish top 4 at least. Anyway, we're going to start with this Brom. Hopefully we get what we want. I'm wanting to go Assassins, use this Brom as a distraction, obviously, and go from there. Anyway, let's talk about some things that's been going on. On Monday, I started a new series to go along with TFT Time in Will It Work? And that series basically takes classes and tests how good they actually are. And the first episode was on the newest class in Hextech, and we basically broke down each character, showed what they're actually good at and how they actually work, and I'm honestly enjoying that series. I've already recorded the next episode that will be airing next Monday, as it's going to be the only real series being edited together and compiled. So, what else have I been doing? Well, I've been keeping up with the UKLC. I made a bit of a predictions at the start of the split to see who would win, and currently my predictions actually do match up to what I thought would happen, and I'm actually surprised that I managed that. But I did originally have a video of that. I have the audio recorded for it. I just never managed to edit a video together. Like, by the time that everything was made, the season was like 2 weeks in, and it really didn't seem that good to do. But I do have notes here, and I thought I might as well read you what I actually predicted. So if I load up my script here, we do have... I decided that Barrage, the ordering for this would be Barrage and Enclave, the bottom two teams, Envision and then Phelan, Demise followed by Eminem, Diabolus, Fnatic Rising, and then Excel at number 1. And honestly, I got that semi-correct. Excel are at the top of the leaderboard. I don't know if that went through in time. It did not. Bollocks. Oh well. So, I was semi-correct with my predictions. I knew XL were going to do pretty well this split, because they had something to prove after a pretty lackluster split last time, and the rest of it had been here and there, wins and losses. It's a bit more competitive this split. Like, yes, you know the top 2 matches have been Fnatic and XL every week, but it's still competitive in the sense that you don't know who's going to win between the other teams. And that I find quite interesting. Nevertheless, we do have a pretty good team at the moment, in the sense that we won the first round with a Braum now in play. And honestly, I'm thinking by the XP level up, instead of re-rolling to try and get the Pike. Now, obviously, I'm going to put the Pike on the board instead of the Kha'Zix, because I prefer Pike. Pike's like, if I were to do a tier ranking of every champion, Pike's like S tier. Say with Braum in my opinion, but hey. I also did do a anarchy analysis for Teamfight Tactics, but I never really recorded any footage. I need to get some footage, and obviously with the new meta, Hexex being added and TF being added since I actually recorded the audio for it. I'm obviously behind when it comes to that video. Now, naturally, I could redo it all and then re-put it all together, because that would be smart, because it's tips and tricks, like, or I can do mini like episodes of TFT Time breaking down certain strategies, like positioning, and I honestly feel that would be better, because that would give you guys more content, more TFT, and honestly it requires less editing, which honestly is beneficial for me, because I don't have the time to edit my videos myself. The only series that's getting edited is Will It Work, as Space Rainbow currently is going back into college, so she's not got time to do that, and I'm kind of not got enough, well, I have no money to pay for an actual editor. Excuse me. So, with that in mind, we can look at this actual shop here. The only real beneficial things here is the pike or the brom, and we actually got out first out of the hundreds, which is actually a surprise to me, because I thought I was going to be out last. But we managed to actually get a brom here. Obviously we have that level 2 brom, and it fits really well. But this isn't the first video I've recorded today. It's actually the second, and that's actually recorded, I should say. I've had a couple of failed attempts today, where the audio recorder has decided not to work. But currently we're just looking for one Kassadin just to make this team a bit more sturdy. Because obviously 3 assassins on their own, yes, that's the extra 125 crit damage. It's still not enough when you're coming up against teams like this. Because immediately they're getting brought back, yes, that's good, but it's not actually. Basically, they're still able to kill my team. And be that as it may, this guy's got 2 level 2s. I have 1, and it's my distraction unit. Now, until I get something useful, we're going to be struggling. But, nah. I'm honestly trying to get back into the groove of an upload schedule and actually constantly uploading, because I haven't done that in forever. Like, I tried it with the UFC series that I managed to finish. I'd like tried to do an episode a week. Then we had some issues with internet and stuff like that that caused the series to get prolonged. Granted, it did give me time to actually record the series, which was beneficial to me, but it's still hard to actually do a series and keep a constant upload schedule when you're busy with the likes of university and school. But I am now finished with university. I finished that in a couple of months ago, so I can actually start uploading a bit more frequently now, and that's what I'm gonna try and aim to do as I look for a job and something to like do in my life. Because if you don't realize, I am a computer science student who's done a degree in computer science, but has vast knowledge, and I mean vast knowledge, of like video games and League, to be specific actually. And with that in mind, I have tried to look for things in analysis like this. I'm really good at analyzing League and my own words, plus I'm able to break down plays. Like, when I watch things like the LCS and LCK, I'm pretty good at predicting what is going to be said next in terms of content. Like, it's fairly obvious as an analyst what's happening and what needs to be addressed to the audience. And that's something that I like to do. Granted, I do need to improve slightly on my communication skills when it comes to speaking fluently, but this is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get a good content series on my channel that I can talk to you guys with. Like, this is my way of learning how to do a job. And with that in mind, this series is actually going decently, as these games provide me a lot of time to talk to you guys and also to convey things to you, I guess, best way to say it. So, TFT time is honestly going to be a lot more casual. As you can see here, we're basically looking to just kill his backline. That's the assassin's job, and when the abilities get fired off, you obviously know, okay, I've messed up here. I'm not doing enough damage, or I'm not getting them far enough away for their abilities to actually affect me. So, that in mind, I've got to start looking, okay, how do I change that, or how do I improve that? Well, obviously, leveling up, getting XP, getting another character on the board, like this Evelyn, obviously means that I don't have to, well, I have to deal less about damage in the sense that I've got more damage on the board. An AoE ultimate obviously means you're not going to be killing him as hard. As you can see here, obviously the backlines are already gone, and Brom's done his job of distracting him. Now, the whole goal of this team is use the Brom as a distraction tool, and this team's not actually going to win this, I don't think. Thank goodness that we have that Evelyn. I'm glad that I got her now. But so we can unlock our shop now, and that's going to benefit us, as I like to organize my shop here. So if you want to know how I organize my shop, obviously we've got the two characters here. This is like my priority, you know, who I want to actually get first to level 3 or level 2. Then we've got our next slot priority, and then you've got your Randy Scandy pieces here. Like, obviously this Zed can immediately just be transformed if I get another. But currently, oof, that's gonna be a problem for us, and it's gonna be Hextech. Like, if they disable my Brom's item, we're not gonna win the round until we get obviously more items. Like, yes, I could put this onto my Evelyn, who's like there, and hope that the Hextech buff goes towards her. Else, we're gonna be struggling through these rounds. Anyway, this shop, I'm probably gonna pick up the Zed. If we don't, just Shen's a possibility in the Vyres. The Draven actually isn't a bad idea, but we've got to pick up the Zed, get him level 2. Zed is actually really powerful, but we're against the clock with Zed. If I don't get like a level 3 Zed early, I usually sell him for the Akali, because Akali can do a lot more than what Zed can. Like, we'll have a look in a bit. Well, I can't check now because I have a level 2 Zed. Actually, no. Check now. Base Zed 65, 115. Still a lot of damage. 65 to 115 is actually quite a big difference in the amount of damage that they can do. But the one issue that I have with actual assassins is you have so many options, and like your bench gets filled quite quick with assassins, honestly, and you don't want that. Good thing here is that the Brom did not get his item disabled, so he's going to have a nice long time here on the field as this guy's Jinx just gets annihilated. But as I was saying, you're just like in hope mode, hoping that you get your lucky characters. Like earlier today, I had a failed recording of Glacials that I do have the footage of. That in a sense, I had only level 2s, no level 3, and I was sat here waiting for so long to try and get it, and it was like, come on, give me it now. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. But I got nothing that game. And I was sat pretty much at the bottom of the leaderboard the entire game, and I was like, I'm going straight out here. There's no like salvation to this. And it's pretty much how you play Glacials, honestly. But this game, ooh, it's kind of a bit hit and miss for our team here. Because obviously, Zed being decent, he's like your main damage dealer. You want him to do damage for you. That if you don't get him to that power point, you're basically screwed. And I don't like that. Like, you're basically holding me by my balls and telling me you've not won this, mate. I'm sorry. The even more sad thing is, you have Ninja buff, which obviously you want to keep. That plus 50 attack and 50% spell damage is really useful. So obviously if you get an Akali, that gets removed if you keep the Zed. So obviously you're going to want to actually have to switch between the two. And switching between the two can obviously be hard to do, as some people like to keep the Zed. Like, I honestly would like to keep a Zed if I get him to level 2. However, certain people I know prefer the Akali, as Akali's ult comes up a lot quicker than Zed's, and she's honestly a higher amount of damage over time. Now this guy we're going against, he doesn't have Hextech buff anymore, I just realised. But we are in his backline. And that's his Jinx gone, which is good for us. And I do believe that's a loss. Ah well. So we're starting to lose now. And that is down to a few things. Obviously, we haven't been really leveling our team, as we've been offered pretty much nothing of use. Like, this shop is a bit more useful than what we've been getting, because obviously a level 2 Katarina would be very beneficial. Plus, I kind of want to replace some of these assassins, but we're going to actually have to start leveling. Like, Kha'Zix is pretty much a lost cause for level 3 right now, as we haven't been getting anything close to a Kha'Zix recently. So right now, we're dying to knights, and these guys are noobles, I should also point out. And the whole point of us building something useful would be to obviously move that Brom. That would mean that we're able to stretch that nooble defense, because people set up for Krugs and tend to not move their team back. So I'm thinking we move you here, do that, refresh that. Oh, that's another pike. I'm gonna. Next round we'll definitely have another free character, and currently I'm deciding what to get rid of. Like, do I get rid of the pike? No, let me phrase that. We're not gonna have an upgraded character here. We're either gonna have to sell one of these, and well, more than likely are gonna have to sell one of our characters here. I just realized these aren't all ours. Why are they appearing here? Like, I hate how glitchy this is. I can't tell what's mine and what's not. But this guy's got a very bulky team. We didn't do too good against it. Which means this shop phase, we need to be looking at hopefully Warmogs. But I don't know, we might get a Giant's Belt here, we might not. We might even get an Akali offered to us. That is a Zed. Actually, I know what I'm taking. I'm taking a Pike. And if this guy doesn't take him, which he doesn't, thank goodness. Oh wait, there's Pike. That's who I want. I want Pike, so then I can actually fix my shop. Yeah. It's a bit more clever initiative here than actual looking for the right character. But it needs to be done. I need a Pike. Because that means that it's a level 2 Pike. Immediately being put onto our board. And it also means that I can start buying XP. Like so. I do that. Do that. Do that. We can now put Zed in our shop. That's in our shop onto the bench. And we basically save our money. Okay, so. We can now do that. And with that in mind, I want to do that. I'm done playing around with our items here. As, let's be honest, we do need to get these slots cleaned up. Because right now, we're sat in a pretty bad spot. And I don't like being in a bad spot. Luckily, we managed to kill that Leona. That wasn't the intention, but we were actually really close to winning that. Granted, this guy does have the Kale on the bench already, which worries me. So we're gonna start skimming through our shop here, looking for that Zed. And with that being a Zed, I'm actually gonna sell these two. Buy that. Yeah, I said my shop would have been fixed. It's not anymore. And that's an Akali. Ooh. Akali of Zed, even though Zed's one off from being level 3. Nah. This guy's got full Nooble. Okay, so currently we've got his Kale. That is good for us. That is actually really good for us. It's a shame though that the rest of his team is still alive and kicking and basically eliminated us. Yeah. So this team comp didn't work out too well. Oh well. It's still going to be a fun episode nonetheless. We've discussed quite a few things that I honestly feel need to be discussed. And we only lost 8 LP for that. Ah well. If you did enjoy this episode, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.